One of the big discussion topics these days is the role of violent media in child development. In particular, the question really is, does violent media cause violent children? Is it to blame in part, at least, for all these school shootings that we see in the US, but also around the world to a lesser extent? And the answer to that question is nuanced, not surprisingly. This is the case in a lot of situations. Now, one of the main factors is the extent to which the portrayal of the violence is realistic. So the less realistic the portrayal of the violence is, the less impact it has with actual violence. Now, one of the interesting things that you'll see, and what studies have shown, is that Japanese kids actually view and take part in more violent media than American children, yet Japanese kids are less aggressive than American kids. So why? Well, there's three main factors. Number one, American kids tend to play, let's say, violent video games alone more often. Second, Japanese kids rarely have a computer in their room. So Japanese kids often, the computer will be in the living room, an area where their parents are around. So again, it's not so much about playing the violent video game, it's more, are you also in their presence or near them when they're taking part in playing this game or watching this violent movie? Are you watching the movie with them? That's going to make a big difference as well. And the final factor is that when you look at Japanese violence in the media, it's more likely to have pro-social themes. So the topic or the narrative of the media really does matter. Is it violence that leads to good things for society, or is the message of the movie just really, really bad? Is the movie suggesting that the society is horrible and it needs to be overthrown by a vigilante? So even the content of the media matters. And on top of all this, what's really, really important to understand as well is, even if a child views violent media in the worst circumstances possible, so they are viewing it alone, the themes in the movie are not pro-social, and so forth, they're still not necessarily going to be violent. They still have to have a gene that would make them more likely to have that aggressive trait. So that's all, that stuff has to come together. So a child that doesn't have a trait that makes them naturally aggressive is not going to view violent media and be the one that ends up shooting up a school or whatever it might be. They have to, all these things have to actually combine to make it happen.